Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew, man? We're back with some more. I'm finna say some new, but some more casual Geo. Man, it's been it hasn't been a minute since we reacted to him. It's been a minute since y'all seen it. We got a video in the vault that we haven't uploaded by the time y'all seeing this. I mean, by the time we're recording it, but y'all see it by the time y'all see it. Don't worry about it. Oh, it's late. You want to do it?
No, because I'm in my head trying to help you, and I'm stumbling myself. So,
because she's gonna be worse.
I'm so child.
What I'm saying is, we have recorded a video. It hasn't gone out yet.
But by the time
we stop, not by the time. While as we recording this right now, we got a video in the vault. Y'all just haven't seen it yet. But by the time we do put this one out, y'all will have seen it by then.
There you go, boo. Mm-hmm.
It's late, but we still gonna make it happen, man. Y'all just laugh and have a good time, man. But today's video, man, animal facts we should have left in 2024.
I have
Animal
facts. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like it's different to say animals, but animal facts.
Yeah,
man. Casual, you the facts guy, man. We ain't.
So I'm gonna learn something.
But hey, with that being said, before we get into it, make sure you check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go. If you want to first support, all you got to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's visuals,
knock it in with a thumbs up.
And run it up for us, man. I'm tired of y'all just sitting here. Y'all need to make something happen.
Sorry.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry.
You about to pull my hair.
No, was it? I promise I wasn't about to pull your hair. I was aiming at your watch.
Oh, you trying to set my watch off. That's all. You do that stuff too much. Chill. But also, if you're new to the channel and haven't already, hit the subscribe button, man. Join the family, join the fun. Let's go.
These saltwater crocodiles in Indonesia have apparently learned how to pretend to be drowning to lure humans in who they view as prey.
Yeah.
Look at them.
I'm going to call this Animal Facts We Should Have Left in 2024, because after this, I will not be speaking on this anymore. So this video went viral for obvious reasons. I really thought it was a joke, but from the comments and the sheer volume of people that tagged me, I guess not. So yeah, they're not pretending to drown. But the truth might actually be worse. You see these tiny dots, these pits on the crocodile? Well, they're pressure sensors, and a microdose trypophobia means a prehistoric sawtooth sledgehammer can detect the smallest vibrations in the water. A butterfly can go skinny dipping, and the oversized assault gecko can pinpoint its exact location. In fact, it's scientifically proven. You could blindfold a crocodile in a sensory deprivation tank and drip a leaky faucet's worth of water. They'll know exactly where it's coming from. Their jaws are more sensitive than fingertips, and it's why you can get away with this until a drop of sweat hits their mouth and you get your melon split like Fruit Ninja. It's also why if you see this, be wary. That's a pre-typed obituary. In especially murky water, a crocodile will basically T-pose with a side of spirit fingers to maximize their sensitivity to any disturbances, and any fish in its hitbox gets filleted. So yeah, you got a plus-size sentient snare trap beast breathing like a Inosuke, but this armored demon's the only one slaying. So that could be what's happening here. Or maybe the croc caught a body and just won't let go. Or he could just be dead, but definitely not pretending to drown. I mean, that would imply that someone witnessed the same living plot armor that disregarded 2 extinctions in water and tried to be a hero, and apparently did it enough times for the Crocs to catch on. And it's not like Crocs are stupid.
Which one is that? Timon or Puma? That's Timon.
Mm-hmm.
Run, Timon! I swear, is that Timon or Puma?
Make sure you type faster than I do.
Hold on.
Yeah. That's yeah.
You don't know.
Yes, I do. I could have got it faster than that.
No, it's Pumba.
Is it?
Hakuna Matata.
That is.
Hakuna Matata.
Oh, my bad.
What up?
Well, I'm glad you looked it up.
She told me.
I said I think. I ain't know for sure. That's why I said look it up.
Well, you need
I
to
wasn't
pipe it
confident.
Down. You need to pipe it down this time.
Huh?
And tried to be a hero, and apparently did it enough times for the Crocs to catch on.
Come
It's
on!
not like Crocs are stupid.
Come on, Pump!
Mugger crocodiles have been recorded using twigs and sticks to bait nest-building birds like egrets into getting close enough to get fouled. Some Cuban Crocs have been trained to respond to commands and even come running when called by name. Oh yeah, they can run, by the way. Crocodiles have also been known to work as a team, where a researcher witnessed one scare a pig into a lagoon directly where 2 others were waiting. Hell, they even warn you in Australia to never camp or get water from the same place more than twice, because a croc will really recognize the pattern, memorize your routine, and then be right there to cancel your life subscription the next time. So yeah, for a brain in the weight class of a walnut, crocs aren't dumb, but sympathy baiting? That's a Bikram yoga stretch, and what surprised me the most was just how many articles reposted that video repeating it. Like, they really have people out here thinking reptiles unlock the power of manipulation.
They might have,
that
though.
might seem obvious to you, but to someone who doesn't yap about animals for a living, or, you know, watch them, seeing it in an article could be all it takes, and like a verbal virus, it doesn't take much for it to spread. So, for the sake of my mental health, I'm working with ground news. Because if I have to argue with one more comment, I'm gonna lose something. My mind, my fans, my freedom, it might get critical. Ground News is an app and website made by a former NASA engineer who saw a very to subscribe. But until you do, I'll just tell you, they're not $5 a month Vantage plan I'm using. Make sure you go to groundnews.com/casualgeo or scan the QR code on screen to subscribe. But until you do, I'll just tell you, they're not pretending to drown. They're smart, they're not that smart. Like I said, these stories only get airtime when people think a wild predator has the same thought process as a person. That's exactly how you get this. You know, to this day, I don't know where this came from. We're talking about otters.
Otters show their babies when they are in danger to make the enemy feel mercy.
Wait a minute. When they in danger.
When they in danger, like say for instance, I'm an animal attacking them. They're like, hey, I got a baby. Hey, baby on board. Like, I'm gonna give it. Like, if I'm the predator, I'm like,
you since you got your
bitch, I'm gonna get you and the baby. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna get you and the baby. Come on, fork it over.
You ain't got no heart.
That's the appetizer. You the main course. It's just gonna be a one.
Look at her eyes. She's like, oh.
You gotta play with your food sometimes.
They're not exactly the emblem of empathy. Male sea otters will literally kidnap a pup while their mom's out hunting and hold it hostage until she gives up the groceries. Otters don't mercy farm.
Oh.
You know, if nature's taught us anything, it's that a family ferret's more likely to throw its child into the abyss than ever try something like this.
So you telling me basically what he's doing is? Hold on. It might be because we tired that this shit is even more funny. That's it. Hold on. You want me to tell you what it is? See, is here you go, bitch. Hold on. I got an observation for you. You can have this one.
Oh my god.
That makes me not really even say you. That's the appetizer. You the main course. Sorry, but not sorry.
You'd be a ruthless little animal. I don't know what you would be.
I'm telling you, I'll take that little otter shit. Come here, bitch. Get his hair. That's even worse, though, bruh. You just offer your baby up? Damn. See, what would you do?
I don't know, because obviously it's like the nature of things.
And we just saw them damn otters on Asian Stream swimming and shit.
They were so cute.
And eating that ice.
They were cute.
It's that a family ferret's more likely to throw its child into the abyss than ever try something like this. I mean, just imagine a sea otter trying to emotionally guilt trip a giant apex dolphin. That's another thing. Everyone calls them killer whales, but orcas are bully dolphins on steroids.
Oh my god.
Whale killer. Yeah, you probably heard me say this many times. Well, I was wrong, technically. Let me explain. But it will get complicated, so I'm gonna need you to lock in.
Are we in?
After this ad, of course. So cetaceans are basically mammals that stole the fish's entire flow, not from fusing or merging, but from the evolution that's converging. There's 2 types of cetaceans, baleen whales, you know, the toothbrush bristles for teeth type, and toothed whales, for obvious reasons. Okay, now here's where it gets complicated. The toothed whale family reunion is massive. You got everything from your flipper paralysis demon, the false killer whale, to the virtually extinct vaquita. There's 10 families of toothed whales, and within these 10, there's a super family with 6 of them called Delphinoidea. Superfamily Delphinoidea is where you have your oceanic dolphins, porpoises, along with narwhals and belugas, because they're related for some reason. Cue the narluga. Also, notice I said oceanic dolphins. The dolphins that live in rivers are in a completely different party. But anyway, superfamily Delphinoidea is where you find the dolphins that, let's be real, are the ones you think of when you hear the word dolphin. And the biggest type of ocean dolphin is the one that can slapbox a seal into orbit. So to recap,
Damn, you see that motherfucker, bro?
I seen it when you tossed
ideas
it
where you
up.
find the dolphins that, let's be real, are the ones you think of when you hear the word dolphin. And the biggest type of ocean dolphin is
Boy, you coming down, you know they definitely gonna hit hard, bro. Them all, you coming down. You know what I'm saying? What if a whale just threw your ass up in the air? You be like, well, shit, it was fun while it lasted.
I'm gonna get it right while I'm up in there.
God forgive me. I know I'm coming to join you.
Look, I don't know.
Forgive me for my sins. I didn't mean.
Not for real.
Lord knows I ain't mean no wrong. You gotta, hey.
the one that can slapbox a seal.
Look how hot. He ain't even in camera view anymore.
The birds fly low.
Into orbit. So to recap, any mammal that looks like this is a cetacean. Every cetacean with teeth is a toothed whale. A dolphin in the ocean is a toothed whale in the Delphinoidea family. And the biggest member of Delphinoidea is an orca. So long story short, killer whales are dolphins. Every dolphin is a toothed whale, but not every toothed whale is a dolphin. But every toothed whale is a cetacean. It's kind of like how every tortoise is a turtle, but not every turtle is a tortoise. So to answer, are orcas whales or dolphins? Yes, they are. By the way, let me know if you want a full video on that, because that was probably mad confusing. Because being an animal nerd long enough is realizing names really don't mean a thing. Except here, Black Panther is not an animal. You might be tired of hearing it. Well, I'm tired of saying it. And when I say not an animal, I mean, if you go to a zoo and try to find the exhibit that says Black Panther, you won't find it. Because it's not even a name more than a description. It's a panther that's black. And remember, panther is just any cat in the Panthera genus. So any lion, tiger, jaguar, leopard, or snow leopard in black could be a black panther. But because the mutation that causes it is dominant in jaguars but recessive in leopards, most black panthers are just jaguars with 10% tint. But Black Panther itself isn't an actual animal. That'd be like if we called every black wolf, fox, or coyote a black canine, but then acted like black canine was its own thing. It's not real. And you know what else? Alpha wolves are not real, I swear to God. Actually, they are. They are real, but only when you put a bunch of wolves that don't know each other in a zoo and they have to figure out stuff on their own. That's actually what happened. In the 1930s, Rudolf Schenkel studied wolves in a zoo, and after watching more fights in face in a telenovela, he just figured that wolves determine group politics by tearing each other apart. Biologist David Mech built off his work and came up with the term alpha wolf. What they didn't realize was that the wolves were fighting over resources, not rank, and by putting a bunch of randoms in one place, they basically created real house wolves of Switzerland. In real life, a wolf pack is usually just two parents and a bunch of their kids. What folks kept calling the alpha wolf whole time was just their father. Now, because I've done this before, I know someone's gonna comment, well, if they're the lead wolf, they're still the alpha. The problem is, the whole alpha thing implies that the lead wolves got there by beating the others like a Cherokee drum. Really, it's just seniority. Also, another thing I never thought about until right now is once the kids get to about 1 or 2 years old, they dip and try to form their own pack. In a zoo, you often get the same adult wolves around each other constantly, and like any reality show, eventually that leads to tension that wouldn't be there in a normal pack. So normally, you wouldn't see any alpha wolves in the wild, and the same guy that came up with that would spend the rest of his career trying to take it back. And just as a final middle finger to anyone that still wants to argue, when the term alpha male was first used academically in 1921, it was by zoologist Thorleif Sheldrup Ebbe. And he was referring to, I'm not even kidding. He was talking about the hierarchy where lower status poultry will get pecked on by higher ranks. That's literally where pecking order came from. So the next time a man tries you with that alpha male just know he's taking cues from a temperamental chicken nugget. Also, chickens are confirmed psychopaths. If one chicken starts bleeding, the whole flock will jump in and peck it to death. I think the worst thing is that people took the alpha dog thing. Chicken starts bleeding, the whole flock will jump in.
Only if they knew that was they little cousin. Henry, that's you? Damn, Henry, you sure do taste good. We supposed to be mourning, but I guess this the repast. We supposed to be mourning, but I guess this the repast.
I'm done.
You know what I'm saying? You eat after
Yeah, if only if they knew, huh? I wouldn't do they know.
But we eating chicken, you know what I'm saying?
What was that?
But shoot. That's crazy though. Who in they right? And then is that the chicken from like Sam's Club?
I mean, yeah, it's one of the rough. Yeah,
I'm saying, like,
Club or some. I don't know what Costco.
I don't know what Costco's look like, but Sam's Club I know for a fact. Look, hey, you want a rotisserie chicken for the low? Go to Sam's Club. It's cheaper than Walmart, right? I swear I feel like Sam's Club is cheaper than Walmart.
I don't know.
And peck it to death.
Yeah,
I think the
so.
worst thing is that people took the alpha dog thing and got convinced that's how you make your actual dog respect you. Cesar Millan has done an absolute masterclass of misinformation on the dog community. You really got folks thinking you gotta flex on an 80-pound pit bull to keep him in line. Imagine trying to play alpha with Cujo on creatine. We've gotten a lot.
Why you look at me like that? No, your dog be trying to think he the
look,
big dog in the house.
I just look.
I be like, little mom, you don't know who it is.
Really think he.
And he'd be like, yeah, I'm big dog. Like, come on. He'd be like, all right, let's go.
I'm dead.
Oh, she be jealous of us, y'all.
I promise I don't.
She said, he only like you because you take him on longer walks.
No, he want me to be jealous so bad.
She be jealous, y'all. She like,
don't.
he only likes you because you take him on longer walks.
I'm glad y'all have a bun. It's cute.
Pound pit bull to keep him in line. Imagine trying to play alpha with Cujo on creatine. We've gotten a lot wrong about dogs, and probably the worst thing, that a tail wagging means happy. That fact alone has probably gotten more people bit than anything. Basically, a tail wag means excitement. Excitement can mean seeing their person come home, or it can mean fear, anxiety, or the last warning before they put a canine-sized hole in your hand. And the faster the tail, the more excited Fido is. The question is, what kind? Well, science says a tail favoring the right means the vibes are good. But a tail leaning left could mean stress, so best to be left. Alone, that is a lot more complicated than I just made it sound, but long story short, a tail wag is like a smile. A smile can mean someone's happy to see you, or might even think you're cute, or that waitress is just doing her job and doesn't want to get hit on at work. Long story short, if you expect your dog to learn how to parlay people, then the least you can do is talk tail. Oh, another dog thing that's been bothering me for years is that Chihuahuas are the spawn of Shaitan. Now, I get the little dog thing. I've been personally victimized by many an ankle biter. But with dogs, there's usually a why. You just gotta look deep enough. Huskies are known for being donkey stubborn toddlers on four.
Come inside.
But Huskies were also bred as sled dogs, and not only would they have to be independent and make decisions in a dangerous work environment, sometimes they'd have to be willing to go against orders if those orders went against their better judgment. It's actually called intelligent disobedience, and for football fans, it's basically an audible. It's pretty important, because, you know, if Russell Wilson had it, maybe he would have ran the ball! Beagles are basically walking instruments, but they were bred to hunt rabbits in thick brush, and that same bang keeping you up at 2 a.m. was how they communicate with hunters. So why are Chihuahuas like that? You know, I don't even think it's a Chihuahua thing more than a little dog thing, but I have my theories. A lot of times, Chihuahuas don't get socialized with other dogs early on, so the first time they see a big dog, which like any dog to them is a big dog, it probably scares the daylights out of them. Also, I think a bigger thing is owners be letting a lot of bad habits slide just because they're travel size. So eventually it escalates. Let it be a Doberman and suddenly they'll know discipline. Actually, that's my biggest thing. A lot of owners won't correct bad behavior when it comes from a Chihuahuano. In fact, I've seen a lot of y'all encourage it. I've always said if a Rottweiler acted like a Chihuahua for a day, he'd be dead by dinner. Also, often what looks like aggression might just be fear, and if your dog tells you he's afraid and you don't listen because you think it's cute, but that's how you end up with a dog version of David.
You know what? You want me to tell you who, that's my mom and dog.
Oh, yeah.
So my mom has the brother dog of our dog.
They
People-
were in the same litter.
Yeah, people like our dog. People are afraid of our dog. It's because he's overly aggressive.
Oh, our people. Okay, yeah.
I'm saying,
I love him. I think he's the sweetest dog.
but he's afraid of our dog.
Yeah, he's afraid of our dog, even
Yeah.
though
He's
our
bigger.
dog is super calm and like chill.
Yeah.
And he's the rowdy
No,
one.
he's turned up when he see other dogs. He likes to be with other dogs,
Who,
but also
our dog.
yeah, because he
Yeah.
goes to the sitter,
Yeah.
and he'll go to the sitter. We don't do it a lot of times, but we take him to the sitter a lot of times just so he can have playtime with other dogs.
Yeah.
And so we would like to allow him to be there for a couple
Socialize
days. Yeah,
with other
socialize.
dogs.
Basically, yeah, socialize. He loves it, but
And
he
they
like
have kids too, and he loves kids. But go
yeah,
ahead.
he does love kids, except for my niece. He afraid of her, but he picked up on a lot of behaviors.
Yeah.
Some bad, some good.
Yeah.
Like even learning how to pee, like because he's a boy dog. He used to squat, and that shit used to piss me off. But when we started taking him to the sitter, I guess from paying attention to other dogs, he learned to lift his leg.
Yeah.
And
But a lot of them do that like early on when they like little.
But even when he started, he was still squatting up until we started taking him there.
Now one
and
thing he did learn that
and I don't like I
from
don't
there.
like. Say
You can
it.
say.
No, you can
It's
say.
just when someone like rings the doorbell or knock on the
Oh,
door.
I ain't talking about that.
Like he like because their dogs do that a lot,
Yeah.
and so
No,
he
he
like,
picked up on another behavior that I don't like.
what
You've only heard it a
the
few times.
the
howling. The howling. I don't know how he picked that up. We leave. If one of us leaves, he would sit and be. I'll be like, bro, who you learned this from? And he does. Bro, no. He used to never do that. And then one time we let him go over there, he came back, he was doing it. Because sometimes they leave and they be like, hey, is it okay we leave him there? We like, yeah, that's fine. So he can learn certain behaviors.
Yeah.
Sometimes, because for us, we can't leave our dog out.
Yeah.
We be wanting to, but he has bad anxiety.
Yes, bad.
And he shakes. And I'm like, oh, it's okay. He just be sitting there shaking.
And cry. He cries.
And he cries.
No,
and
stop.
I'm like, and he sits right in the front door waiting on us to come back. He would not move. He was literally stay there in one spot until we come back. And I'm like, we've tried to train him. I'm not. Maybe y'all can.
On that, like some tips on that, like dealing with like anxiety and stuff.
Maybe y'all can. Somebody can fill us
I've
in
tried
on some
things, but nothing
it
helps.
don't
Nothing
work.
helps. So yeah.
Your dog tells you he's afraid and you don't listen because you think it's cute. But that's how you end up with the dog version of David. Size might be part of it too, but it probably has less to do with it than people think. Long story short, if I see a kid wilding in Walmart, I'm gonna look at the parents. And likewise, I'm gonna blame the dog owner before I blame the dog. No clever transition, but another thing I've heard is that male lions don't hunt, or better yet, that male lions are lazy. And I can tell you exactly where it came from. You see, lionesses use the power of friendship to run down prey in open areas. It's pretty hard to miss. Lions are bigger, bulkier, and with a whole afro equipped, they had to switch up the playbook. So instead, male lions ambush prey by camping out in dense brush. Research shows that male lions pack up prey as frequently as females. It's just that in the olden days, you'd probably never see it. Also, before male lions even get a pride, they're in their nomad arc. Oh, they'd be lying on the ground permanently if they didn't hunt. Now, to be fair, male lions do stop hunting as much when they're in a pride. But not completely. They'll often get involved to bring down bigger, riskier prey like buffalo that lionesses might struggle with. Basically, the lionesses run them down and the main mercenary delivers the final blow. Now, they do only get involved about 10% of the time, but it's not because they're lazy. They just have a different job description. Male lions patrol the pride lands, mark their territory, and as you know, they gotta run the ones with any outsider trying to take his place. What you might not realize is, as good at hunting lionesses are, in some studies they got up to half their kills stolen by hyenas, or even other males. Having a nearly 500-pound equalizer on their side helps them keep what they catch. It's not lazy, it's just that lions and lionesses help cover each other's weaknesses perfectly, and clearly it works. They're the most notorious and feared pack predators in Africa. Or maybe second, because there's one predator that animals fear even more than Mufasa and friends, and you'll never get it. It's us. Mufasa. It's us. You might remember that an experiment showed that almost every animal from giraffes to antelope to even leopards and hyenas were unanimously more afraid of the sound of humans than the cadence of a giant carnivorous cat. Which is how to this day I still don't understand how this went viral. Or at least I didn't, because not only did I find out where it came from, I think I was wrong. Kind of. Technically. Let me explain. So, in 2017, college student Julia Haas posted a tweet saying elephants basically see us the same way we see puppies. Now, ignoring the part of the population that's terrified of dogs, the fact loses steam when you realize she got it from Tumblr. It's more likely that one of the smartest creatures alive see us as predators, but not their babies. Remember, it's proven that baby elephants that play the most grow up into more well-adjusted adults. It's why you'll see a baby-faced boulder chase around birds, dogs, and anything in between. So here's what I think happened. Baby elephants will treat humans like any other animal. Difference is, humans might be the only animal that'll see an 1,800-pound toddler barreling towards them and welcome it. In fact, the premature pachyderms probably realized that a hairless bipedal ape gives them the best response. So it's not really that elephants think we're cute, it's that baby elephants think everything's cute. Us included. And I'd bet that's where all the videos of 1-ton 2-year-olds manhandling people came from, and I wouldn't even believe that if I didn't nearly become one of them. Yeah, I went all the way to Chiang Mai to get bullied by an elephant's child. And I'd do it again. I actually made a video where I talked about the longest playing with one could be a bad time for literally everyone involved. You might not have seen it because apparently the YouTube lords did not care for that video. Probably because I talked about certain topics. If you know, you know, but if you don't, definitely give it a watch. I don't usually plug after I post, but I'm proud of that one. But that's gonna do it for this video. Make sure you drink water, hug your mother, touch grass, it's good for you. And I'm gonna see y'all in, well, hopefully in this one, but if not, I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.
Man, good vid, man. Good vid. I
that
like
was a
that.
good video.
Hey, man, as always, y'all spam us up, man. Y'all got any information y'all can relate to us? Feel free, man. Especially on that puppy, man. That little sucker.
Oh.
That little sucker. Now, I still try to, like, continuously try to, you know what I'm saying, still, like, certain...
But if you do have like any like
Tips.
tips or suggestions on like how to deal with anxiety, if any of you got your dogs have, for the ones that have dogs.
Cause we've tried the whole like, hey, give him this, give him that.
But I don't really like.
Yeah, it's just, and then like, I don't know. I swear I feel like it just started from when we first got him. Like he was so always up under us, and then like even it was hard for us to even leave and go off to work.
Yeah,
because he was just whine.
He's super attached, and he
Yeah,
was
he has
the last in
attachment.
his litter too. If that
Yeah.
means anything to some people, but he was the last in his litter.
And he has attachment issues.
Yeah.
He really does,
Yeah.
man. Like if I leave, he whines. She leaves, he whine. And one of us can be here. He's gonna sit. Like we upstairs, he sits at the top of the stairs, watching the front door. He doesn't move. Like he just waits.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, chill. And then like we upstairs, he does not like going downstairs to go. Like he'll be hungry and he'll just be like,
And
come
I'm
on.
like, and he'll cry. So then we'll go down, and I'm like, you could have just came down by yourself.
And
But
free
okay,
flow.
just eat,
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a sweet boy though.
Yeah. But y'all spam us up, man. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts about it for us in the comment section down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Kid and C.
We are.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't tell your back.